Okay. All right, good. Every contact that goes into the database, into Brivity is going to register as a people. Okay. So every person in the database is considered a people, okay. And there's a box that you can select on, I guess, let me back up a little bit. Higher level, a contact comes to you, mm-hmm. Phone call, text message, email, online registration. Someone who is interested in real estate, okay. Is considered a lead.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So the goal is so we have a better concept of who's in our database. They want to separate leads from people, so you focus on your lead index, right? Those are all people who have some kind of interest in possibly buying or selling real estate. People would be everyone in the database, uh-huh. And once they've become contacted and met, they become what's called sphere, right?
Okay, yeah, she broke that down a little bit.
So there's 3 different categories of people. There's a lead, we haven't yet to meet them, so we're marketing to them and following up with them to build a relationship. And our goal is turn them into a sphere, which means they've met us and know our brand and want to work with us in the future. So how you differentiate in the CRM, you're going to spend all of your time mostly in your lead index, right?
That's what I figured. Okay, cool.
But what people does is it just shows you how many total people you have, mm-hmm. and then broken down by, total people, leads, mm-hmm. like how many leads you have, and then how many people you have in your sphere, right?
Yeah, that's...
So click on people.
Yeah.
So if you were to look at what Cisco had, he had 179 people total. 22 of those were people that he met.
Okay.
15 of those were clients, right? Active clients.
Okay. Which is like we've signed
an agreement with them.
of some sort with them. Okay. Yep. And Sphere is just still contacting, working with,
it could be anything. It could be, an alternate.
Some kind of relationship.
Sphere means we've met them. The best way is if you ran into them at the grocery store, they would know who you were, right?
Okay.
You met them, and they're way more probable to pick up your phone call or look at your email or pick up a phone call from you.
Okay.
But within that sphere, you could even have different groups, right? You can have, people that that you're not wanting to call every week about real estate, right? You could have someone that you just met a week ago who's considering selling their house that you want to call every week, right?
Okay.
So the purpose of having different buckets is so that you can treat them differently, rather than having one big long list of people.
Yeah,
you can segment your database and talk to them a little bit differently. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so lead versus people. You never take anyone off of the lead index. Do you remember how to do that?
To take them off of it?
Yeah. No. So go back into your leads. Just click on a lead.
Oh, just anybody?
Yeah, like Glenda.
I think these are people.
Yep, click one of those. And so you'll see there's a little box right there. It says show in lead index. If you were to unclick that,
it would just be a people?
It comes, it'll just show up in the people index.
Got it. So would you do that if someone...
closed escrow?
Okay, that's the only time it happens.
Or they're like, don't ever call me again, or they become inactive. Okay. Right? If we inactive them, we don't want them in the lead index because the whole goal is
those are the ones we're keeping up with and talking to regularly.
And so the lead index gives you an indicator of like your future income, right? Because a certain percentage of your lead index should turn into business at a certain point, right?
Cool.
So we're always tracking what's our lead index, and then from there, it's the first and foremost is how many hot leads do I have? Because 10% of those should turn into closings.
Right.
How many nurtures do I have? That's my July, August, September income.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So we want to become very familiar with. Quickly looking at our leads and knowing where you're going to be in 3 or 4 months.
Cool.
Right?
Okay. Yeah. Good.